Welcome to the instructional video for this Laika Kosmo 909L. So we'll walk around the outside of the vehicle first and then we'll move to the inside. So it's based on the Fiat cab, it's on the 2.3 140. You've got, just in front of the habitation door here, you've got the barbecue point, so with the isolator there. So once the gas is turned on, just turn the little handle and put the little bayonet fitting just into there, and that will allow you to use the barbecue point. Open the habitation door, and that does work off the central locking. We can lock it manually by pressing that and open it. We've got a blind, a bin and a fly screen just on there. Comes with an awning light as well outside. Fridge vents just located just there. Behind the door we've got the main water filler, so it's literally just put your hose pipe in there and that will fill up. I'll show you how to close the drain valve once we go inside. We've got the little door retainer that holds the garage door just there, and we've got garage doors on both sides. So we've got there your toolkit, the exent unit, which is the head unit for the front of it, cab carpets, tyre inflation kit because it doesn't have a spare wheel. You'll see your vent for your heater just there, eyelets for holding down items in the garage, and then we've got the infill seats for the travelling seats. Just to the right hand side of the door we've got a main socket and a power light, so that light will work once you turn it on. And then underneath the little hatch here there's a little display that tells you you're looking for that little black wheel in the corner, and it will tell you if you open it once it will open the tank to 20 litres, open it again and it clockwise will allow you to then go to the full capacity of the water tank, and then the opposite coming back down. So that's the little black wheel just in the corner, and that is your drain for your fresh water. The cap's just to, if you want to put any chemicals in or be able to clean the tank, you can remove the cap to do that, or fill it manually if you want to do that. That's your option from there. And then that simply just sits on top there. You can utilise it as storage area if you want to do that as well. Moving round to the back of the vehicle, we've got a reverse camera that's high up. Nice sleek looking back with the new lights. Onto the driver's passenger side, we've got a little cubbyhole up here. And again, the tie down points come all the way to there. And closing the doors, close it through and then push it, and then lock it. To open it, you'll need to open, and then open and open again. So it's almost a double locking action on these new locker doors, just like that. In front of that we've got the gas compartment. It can take up to 2 bottles, can get to 11 kilograms. You've got a regulator just there and your drop hose just there. You also will have a pack, a Laika pack, which will come with all the instructions for the vehicles, both on the Fiat side and on all the applications inside, and the main handbook from Laika. So again, just closes. One key does all the locks as well. We've got a main inlet point just there. Just press the little button down there to release the button. In front of that we've got the toilet cassette. So pretty standard Thetford toilet cassette. Lift up the handle, slide it out. You've got accessibility there. Remove the little grey cap and then press the orange button to release the vacuum. Turn it upside down and empty the unit. When you're wanting to fill any water in and shake it, you are advised to shake it sort of like that way rather than up and down like that way, so that you don't break the flow inside the toilet. Once you're finished and you put your chemicals back in, slide it back in place and just make sure it goes over that little lip to hold the handle in place, just like so. Wastewater, to empty that, it will come out of the little pipe there, and you'll need to put the handle, which is supplied with the vehicle, onto the little metal bracket, and that will allow you then to open and close the area just by turning the handle. So just like so. So it'll only turn sort of a quarter of a turn, yeah, but that will open and shut the wastewater, and that's where it comes out when you're lining it up over a waste carrier or over the main grid on the campsite. Got a vent for the heater and another flue with the actual main Truma heater. It does get hot, as it clearly says on that, so just be careful. Forward of that, we've got the diesel filler point and the AdBlue point. Clearly marked, you can't get the two mixed up. In the door itself here, we've got the bonnet release catch. We've got a vent to ventilate the front area as well, so hot and cold, you'll see it's marked there, just slide it up and down. Underneath the passenger seat, we've got the fuses and the charger. So that's where it's located there. I will come on to show you where the main RCD box is inside, and your engine battery is located underneath the panel, as it is on most of the Fiat engines. Electric windows on this side and an opening door from there. Again, that works off the central lock-in. The bonnet on these lifts down, just like so, to give you accessibility to your screen wash, to your oil, to your positive point, and just behind there is your negative point if you need to do that as well. So lift it back up and just lock it in place, just like so. So that's the outside. Let's move on inside. So inside the van, we've got the main control panel just to the left hand side as you're walking in. You'll see that when we're hooked up to mains, there's a little light that alludes to tell you that that is lit up. And if I turn that off, that's your main power button off. So it turns everything off. Now you'll need to have that button on and that button on for the likes of your electrical system to work. So you've got to have the first two on. You don't need to necessarily have the lights on, but you've got to have them first two functions lit up for you to be able to use most things in the vehicle, like your toilet flush and things like that. So you turn your water pump on, that's the button at the side, and again it'll light up to tell you that it's on. We've got the awning light, so that'll light up the light outside. We've got the button down at the bottom here, which tells you what the power is in your habitation battery, what the power is in your vehicle battery, if we have any water in the water tank, and that's a fresh water tank. Your wastewater tank will come up with a little symbol here when it is full, and then we have a brightness of our screen, which is just there illuminating to it. To the left hand side, we've got a little thermostat for the heater, and heat controls are to the right hand side. So I always tell you to put on, either plug in or turn on your gas before you turn this unit on. So you see when we turn it on, we've got a little light, that symbol at the side, which is like a little electrical symbol. That tells us that we're plugged into mains. So to turn the heating on, we'll turn the dial and we'll select the actual motorhome. So we'll turn it to the desired temperature and then we'll press the button on. Next, I always turn it to the source, because in this instance I haven't got gas on. If you've got gas and electric on, then it's fine. So we've got gas, we've got a mixture of gas and 1 kilowatt electric, mixture of gas and 2 kilowatt electric, and all I'm doing is turning the dial. 1 kilowatt electric and 2 kilowatt electric. So let's select 1 kilowatt, and you'll see that it will put a 1 lightning bolt above. The next one along is the fan, and that allows us to run it on eco, which is slow, high, which is fast, and then if you do select high and you let the fan kick in, it takes a couple of minutes. It will allow you then to go back into it and choose a boost option. Boost takes all the power away from the hot water to run the heating. Now on this system you can have the heating working without having water in the vehicle, as long as you turn off the function here in the water element. If you want your water heating at the same time, then you would select either eco, which is like a 40 degrees, hot, which is a 60 degrees, or again boost if you're trying to get the water up to temperature as quick as possible, but this will take the power away from the heating. Yeah, so on this one we'll select that off. We've got 1 kilowatt, we've got the fan's kicked in or started up, we can then select the boost option. So pretty straightforward. It's being used in most of the motorhomes now. We've got a function down below that will do the timer settings, an option that will allow you to set the clock. Now you will have to keep setting the clock every time you turn the unit off, and then we've got an option here which takes you into your settings, which you can just scroll through, and the reset option towards the end. Now one thing you might find on here is if you forget to plug in or turn your gas on before you turn this unit on, there's a little warning triangle that will appear here, generally with a code. The code will be telling you what the fault is. In most cases it's because you've not got the fuel source selected, so just go and turn it on until, so press the middle button until you then allow, in this instance, the next one would be the triangle. You've got to turn off the power source to the heating and the hot water, go onto the diamond, select the diamond, turn the dial then round to the spanner, turn it all the way to the reset, press reset, preset and initialize, and that is almost like rebooting your phone. So take the error codes away as long as we've then turned off the power to the source, and it will allow you to start the system up again. If it keeps doing it and doesn't reset, then I would advise you to just contact the office. To turn the unit off, you just press and hold it, and as it shows you, it clearly says that it is turned off. So that's your heating, your hot water and your main control panels. Let's go around the vehicle now. So next to the door we've got a mains plug, 12 volt, USB and an aerial point just there. Light switches just down there. We've got light switches sort of dotted around the vehicle. Cupboard, just lift up, so they're on a little paw fitting. Just press it in and then you'll hear it click. So they're the same throughout the vehicle. Another couple of light switches here and a couple more USB sockets. Light switches just there. Plug socket in the kitchen area is just underneath there. We've got accessibility in here. This is where all your valves are located, just under there for your gas. We've got a normal XXX cooker, and then we've got, turn it this way will do your grill. Make sure that you leave the door open, so it's just on or off, and then turn it to the left and that will do your oven, just there with the igniter to ignite both of them. In the 12 o'clock position is how you will turn it off. Above it we've got your utensil drawer, we've got your sink and your plug and your tap just there. That just slots in place nicely just there, doubles up as a bit of a chopping board area, and we've got your 3-burner electric hob with an igniter just there as well. The blinds all work the same, so down and up, so they're the Remis blinds, and above we've got storage in all of the pockets just there. The light above is a touch screen, so touch it and it will go from blue to white to off, or alternatively turn it off completely at the control panel. That will turn everything off in the vehicle. We've got another storage compartment underneath just there. There is a maximum weight on it, so just bear in mind that. And then we've got the fridge unit. So to turn the fridge on, you press and hold this button here and it will illuminate. So you'll see that we've got multiple options, so press and hold that and it will then flash. So we've got automatic, we've got manually operating mains electric, battery option. This will only work when the engine's running. And then we've got gas, or we can flick it to A, and what that will do is automatically do the strongest power. We've pressed the button, middle button again, that will go across and it will allow us to reduce or increase the coolness. Press it again and you'll see now it's jumped automatically to the electric. So to open it, just pull the handle and this will then allow you to illuminate both the freezer compartment and the fridge compartment just there. To turn it off, just press and hold and you will see that that little LED light will go off. So that's that. Rear bed area, we've got the ladders in the makeup position, which allows you to make it into a big bed. Again, the fly screens are the same throughout. The Remis roof light, so pull the little button down, lift up the handle, close it back down and just pop it over, and we've got a blind and a fly screen just on there as well. There is a main socket just located in that corner, and we have got lights at the back which are just turned off. To turn it into a single bed option, literally remove the infill cushion, take off your ladders, and then simply slide the unit. Just make sure that you lift up that centre cushion, slide it all the way in, and that will allow you then to make it into the 2 single bed options, should you wish. Underneath, we've got light switches for the back. That does the big light switch just there. Press the button, we'll find that we've got a bit more storage in here. And we've got the main RCD breaker just located there, as well as a hanging wardrobe area just there. The light switch turns on and off when you close the door. On this side, we've got another hanging space and storage just there. And then under the floor, we've got another storage area just here. The vents for the heating can be changed angles by opening and closing just there. So that's how that operates. And to operate the sliding door mechanism, we just remove the little latch, slide it across gently, and that then separates the bed area off from the front area, or if you're showering, from the back. The door closes just like so and latches on. We've got a little towel rail holder just there. The toilet with the flush, light switches, mains cable. Underneath here, we've got the little fitting to give us accessibility into the toilet area, and we've got a micro hecky that works in the same way, both there and in the bathroom area. The switch or the valve to open the toilet, and the toilet does slide around, is just located here. Pull it to the front and it will open the flap, pull it back and it will close the flap. The indicator here just tells you when the toilet is full as well. Shower area, so lift up the little latch and these will push in both ways. We've got a clear mixer tap there in your shower head, a hanger for your coats, your towels, and a micro hecky roof light just on there. We've got the heckies above, just in here, which works in the same way, and a larger one in the middle, so all work exactly the same way. Seats on the vehicles at the front. To pull it down, you just turn that button and the seat just automatically flips forward. Same with this side, just press it down and the seat will then close forward just like that. To get the bed down, we need to press the buttons in. On both sides, there's two little latches. And then simply just make sure there's no obstructions, but pull the bed down. The ladders clip onto the front, or you can get up onto it using the bed. We've got light switches and another hecky roof light just located there. And we're on a full slatted base with a memory foam mattress. There's a curtain to divide off that area as well. And again, you can utilise the USB for charging, should you wish in that instance. The beds on these are very simple to put up. Just one hand. Just tuck the curtains in either side. Press it in. And then just for safety, just lock that in on either side. The seats, to swivel them back round, you will need to release the little button down at the bottom. And this button just here. So just press it towards the cab. That will allow it then to slide back around. And then you'll need to pull the little lever to lift the seats up, just like so. To move it forward and backwards, you'll use the bar at the bottom, which slides the unit backwards and forwards just there. We've also got adjusters for the height of the seat just on the outer side, or the inner side as it's facing forward on both sides of them. Swiveled back around, it will look like that. And we will see then into the cab area, we have the blinds, pull across and magnetise, and just hook on there. We've got the sun visors just here for when you're travelling, just go up, and then we have got the blinds that just unhook and go across the front window, just like so. We've got in the cab area a storage unit there, the phone holder just there. We've got the integrated exent unit, which does have your camera, it does have radio, does have come with nav on this particular unit as well. So if we remove that, that will show you a little bit more. We've got passenger airbag, we've got another glove compartment, cup holders, and this is where you would put any additional media functions into it. We've got the air conditioning, we've got radio, DAB, Bluetooth, flick it across. We've then got camera option, which will just appear just like so. Turn the unit off, just press it there, and we have a little isolator that can just be found here. It's a 6-speed manual, got traction plus, hill descent, lock buttons which locks all the doors, USB and charger points, and leisure battery located underneath here, and it can fit 2 leisure batteries in as well. On this side we've got mirror controls, light controls, multifunctional steering wheel controls, also come as standard now with these Laikas. So we've got phone answering, menu options, cruise control limits. Into the compartment here we've got storage, additional storage for you, both there and at lower level. The table in the main area will slide forward and backwards. It will also extend, move that hand, just like so, so you can use it in travel, just like so. Now lastly, what I'll do is I will show you how the seats go in place. So the best thing I always find is start from a blank canvas, so remove the seats on both sides, and I will show you from there first of all. So move it just like that, so we have a blank option just there. We also will need the 2 smaller ones. We'll not need the 2 larger ones or this backrest. So the first instance what we do is we will lift up that seat, and that will then magnetise just in place just there. And we do the same just on here, and then slide back in place there. Then we'll put the 2 seats in place. So the seats just slot in, just like that on that side, and that on that side. To tighten it in place, you'll just line up the little nut, and just screw that clockwise until you have it tightly in place, and that is your securing one. Then all we simply do then is find the bottoms, so be that one and that back, just there. Seatbelt then will come across there for that side, and the same for this one over here with the 2 cushions. So we have got your 2 additional travelling passenger seats. Now while we've got the cushions open, this is where your boiler's located. We've also got the frost protection valve underneath here. So the diamond pointing to the front and back of the vehicle with the button out will allow the system to drain of water to protect the boiler. If you want to use it in a running position, you'll need to turn the diamond to the side and press the button in just like that. To empty it, you simply flick it and the button will come out automatically. So that is your frost protection valve, and that is where the boiler is located. On putting the seats back down, you'll see also as well there's a sticker there to tell you where it is. When you're lining it up, you just want to make sure that this little fitting here fits into the little slot there, and that will allow you then support for the seat when you're putting it back together. Underneath this seat as well, you'll also see that there is some storage for you as well. The windows at the side slide, so you just need to pinch it and slide, and the same with that one. Lift that up, that releases that, and slide that window open. On the window catchers, we've got a little press button in here and a press button in there. That then allows the window to open and then lock it in place, just turning the little lever there, which will then lock the rod in place depending on where you want it. When you close it back, lock it in place just like so. So that concludes our instructional handover video for the 2022 Laika Kosmo 909L. I think you'll all agree it's a beautiful van. We look forward to seeing your comments, feedbacks, and more importantly, look forward to enjoying your new motorhome. Thank you.